I'm already over time. Let's go ahead and start. Ladies and gentlemen, Madonna put out a song called Future. Go look it up. I want you to. She put up a song called Future in May of 2019. I believe it was May 19th. And if you go back and you watch that film, at the very end of the film, there's a bunch of stairs. Let me show you what it looks like. Let me put down here 8:56. These are the timestamps. We just write this here together. And then let me put 9:16 apart. 9:16 apart. All right. Let me just show you what you'd be looking at. There'd be some stairs here. And Madonna and that other, whoever the hell he is, I don't even know who he is, don't even care. They're up here like this. And then there's a couple walking up the stairs. They started out down here, but at 8:56 in the video, they're right here. This couple. And on the backs, on their backs of their jackets are flags. This flag here is an Israeli flag, and this flag here is a Palestinian flag. Imagine that. And they're walking up the stairs, and about 9:16, they walk apart, and by 9:18, they're off the screen. This is the last thing you see to that video. You'll be like, so? Well, the funniest thing about it, ladies and gentlemen, is early before that, what did you get? You got these women with gas masks on talking about the storm. Remember that? The old storm thing? I got to remember this is 2019. This is before J6, baby. This was after Trump barked out of his mouth on October 5th of 2017 about calm before the storm. Yes, he did. Those are his words, not mine. And I told you on February of 2018, you're being played. It's a scam. It's a fraud. The whole thing dealing with Q was garbage. Sure was, wasn't it? Yep, right again. And then this video called Future came out by Madonna on May 19th of 2019 before the Wuhan wiggle. Right? Yes, that would be right. Because by March of 2020, what's going on? I'm on the phone with frickin' Fauci at his house. Remember when I called him at 2:30 in the morning? And they actually answered. We had a little chatty-do. Talking about the statements that he made at Georgetown University on January 10th of 2017, talking about a surprise outbreak. Remember? Yeah. So when you go back and you watch this video, it makes sense now. You got the people with the gas masks on, right? Talking about the storm within you. Well, what would be the storm within you? Well, there's a medical term. What is the medical term for the storm within you? I believe it starts with a K. Does anybody know what it is? Does anybody know what it means? That storm. Thank you. It starts with a C. I made a mistake. That's right. Cytokine storm. True story. Isn't that strange? She's very specific about that, saying that to the woman with the gas mask on. Oh, it's about the storm. It's not a storm in the air. It's a storm within you. Right? Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. What happens after that? You see all the chaos. Go back in the video. But what is most important with that? Prior to all this garbage going on with the United States and the kinking of the Statue of Liberty, what do you see? What is the main focal point of that damn video? It is, in fact, water. Yes, it is. It is water. But why would that mean something? Okay, now I gave you the facts. Now I'm going to give you my opinion. And again, all the decoders out there, please get busy. Have a look. Go see. I can't wait to see your video. If I'm not subscribed to you, tag me or something on the tweeters. October Rains, so that way I'll see you. Or a monograph, either one. I'd love to see what you got up. I'd love to see what you come up with. Now check this out. Let me just give you a hypothetical situation. Again, this part is my opinion. Everything else is fact. Go check. Go check. This part's my opinion. In the video, prior to this garbage going on, with that dude with a flag on his back being an Israeli flag, and on this one to be a Palestinian flag, and they were joined, holding hands, and right when they got up here, they separate. And then what do you see? You see water again. You see water prior, and then you see water after. Now, why the hell would that be? See a bunch of fire and flames and carrying on about? Okay, now this is my opinion. What's going to happen if you don't have water? If you don't have water, water is the essentials. It is under the 3-3-3. You can't live longer than 3 minutes without air. Most people can't. You can't live longer than 3 days without water, and you can't live longer than 3 weeks without food. It's under the 3-3-3. It is essential for life. So, I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but a certain somebody decided to turn off the water and to put an entire siege on another part of the world that has 2.3 million occupants. And 47% of those occupants would, in fact, be young people. Did you get that all right? In other words, they don't even have a clue what's going on. You were born into this world. You don't even know why or what's going on around you. In other words, why would it be your fault? So it doesn't even matter. So let's just keep going. And then the water would be turned off. What happens next? Panic. Because now you have to go through some sort of, responsible distribution of water for cleaning reasons, for sanitary reasons, for medical reasons, for life-sustaining reasons, whatever. You got that? But if nobody has anything, there is no such thing as I'll pay any price, because you can't pay a price for something you don't have. Now, we already know from previous investigations, water can be pulled out of the air. Go check. Water gen systems are everywhere, all over the planet. The United States military has water gen systems. Other companies have made water gen for the public and private sector, along with the military. It can be done instantaneous. Within a couple of hours, you would have thousands of gallons of water that would be taken out of the air, regardless of climate. So what's going to happen there? Well, you're going to have panic. And then you're going to have some sort of international outcry. This part is just my opinion. Let's make it clear. I'm just trying to see why you would do something like this. So what are you going to do? You're going to turn right back around, and the international outcry would be so great, would be so emphatic, that in fact, aid would get to the desperate people that you need it to get to under a humanitarian flag of your water, if you get my frickin' meaning and all. Right? So what are you saying, Monty? Well, I can't say it, but I'll let you guys say it through this thing called video charades. Here we go. It's a thing that you take on paper. Let's see. It starts with a T, and it rhymes with rest. Well, that's right. Yes, that's right. Blue Sky's got it exactly right. Man, you guys are really good at this. I love that. Now, when the police are pulling someone over, Boy, I don't think anything rhymes with this one. I thought orange was bad, but I think this one's bad too. I think there's going to be a J here. Anyway, what do they call it when somebody's running around and they're trying to explain that a certain individual is doing something naughty in law enforcement? What do they call it? It starts with an S and it ends with a T. I think there's a J. Yes, that is exactly right there, Rix. So try to imagine that when all of the people all over the world raised all kinds of cane and said, you can't do this to innocent folk, you're going to bring in your water for those people. Because, wow, I mean, I don't know if you read the stories just recently. Isn't it strange how these stories have come out within the last couple of weeks where Billy Goats is talking about how they can do inoculations through water? It's the strangest thing without your knowledge. Isn't that interesting? I mean, look, it's just my opinion and all. Right? Isn't it strange, ladies and gentlemen, if you really, really think about it and you do some serious deep thinking, that last year, if not the year before, water became a commodity that can be traded on the stock market, or at least have some sort of um, setup where people could predict the price of water, right? That is common knowledge right now. Then you have all of these other individuals like the WEF trying to tell you that, oh, well, you know, we need to essentially, because the whole Wuhan wiggle roll up your sleever garbage was a failure, sure was a failure, then they need to get a little bit more aggressive and come after the water because everyone needs water. Well, first of all, who the hell made you king? Who are these bozos? Who are these clowns and these NGO men? How come? What? No. How about no? How about no? Thank you. In other words, how do we know, ladies and gentlemen, that this entire situation is not the largest setup that you've ever seen in your life? And it's all under some inconspicuous, some sort of retaliation. Really? Okay. So hold on a second. Hold on. Let me see if I got it right. You mean to tell me what some people did in the 40s would be horrible, and it was horrible, but what somebody would do today would be okay? Well, why would it be horrible then, but not horrible now? Can somebody chime in on that one? Anybody? Something ain't right. Something's goofy. Is that right? I wasn't down that a bit there, Drain the Swamp. Yes, I can there, Mr. AJ Tom. Yes.
So the timing of this video produced by Montagraph is very synchronistic. I put out a video on this Future by Madonna on Tuesday night, and he put out one on Wednesday night. So either he watches the channel, or someone that watches my channel relayed some of this to him, or we're just both tuned to the same frequency and we both got the same download. My question is, why don't you tell people about the trees burning from the inside by the trillions, bro? I smell a BS alert coming up. These are Montyisms. Imitation is the highest form of flattery. Anyway, I just thought I'd throw that out since it was so timely and back to back. So his theory is that they're going to hit him with a roll-up-your-sleever through the water. And it won't take long to see if part of this theory plays out on the world stage. Because if they did turn the valve off and shut off the flow of water to that area and to those people, it won't take long before whatever water they do have runs out, and then 3 days later they're in dire straits. And there was a lot of water symbolism mixed in with the fire symbolism, but I took that to be the water deluge, as in the days of Noah, followed by God's promise not to flood the world again, but that next time the world will be cleansed by fire. And in the J Dreamer's paradigm, it is a water deluge, a water reset, followed by a fire reset, followed by water, followed by fire. But Monty's reference to the cytokine storm is actually a good catch. When she says the storm isn't in the air, it's inside of us. But either way, Monty, you should definitely tell your people about the plasma fire, the trees burning from the inside by the trillions, bro. See how that works? That's how that works.